So good morning. So good to see you. On this, it's a little gloomy to be honest. It's like a gloomy Wednesday if Miami ever gets gloomy. And for us, it's like the sun goes away for like more than 5 minutes, and we're like, all of a sudden we all have like SAD, like seasonal affectiveness disorder. No, let's do our best. Let's drop in. Let's change the mood. Let's change the buff. Draw the spine tall. Let's inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale completely out the mouth. Let's open with 3 ohms. Let's stay here with our eyes closed. We can go ahead and open them up. I think it was Kim. Was it Kim who sang to Shiva this week? So inspired by Kim, let's sing to Shiva. I also had the good fortune to go to temple last night and see the Shiva Lingam and think about that divine energy. So normally it's I sing, you sing, but since this is Zoom Kirtan, let's just all sing. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Mahadeva 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 Shambho. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Just allow those mantras to work through you. This divine energy of change, transformation. You come to open up your eyes, quick break, and you can go ahead and start the playlist if you want to use it today. Completely your call. I'm gonna put mine on just so we can be in sync. And because I'm Gen X, it takes me about like Natalie's already done it. She did it before she came to class. She just had to look at her phone. It takes me like 7 minutes. I'm like, where's the app? Where's the playlist? Make sure it's not on shuffle. And Natalie's written like 3 poems. Okay. Rachel's like already stretched out her hips. Kim is like cured the world. Okay, so let's find and somehow I just took a picture of my playlist. I think I'm bested by my new phone. All right, let's find a comfortable seat. And let's just start by grounding down the sit bones and walking the hands out. Yeah, just like as if you're not going anywhere, right? You're just moving the body forward. As you do this, ground the sit bones down, lift the chest up, take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Kind of surrender the chest down. Surrender it down. Take an inhale, you can lift the head again. And then exhale, press your hands into the ground, send your sit bones back and down. Send the shoulders back. Release the forearms, release the head. And just take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Do the same thing. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold it down. Maybe close the eyes. Try to glue that left sit bone back down if it comes out. And just pretend for a moment like you're surrendering. You're just like giving up all of your worry, your doubt. You know, we're all like, what's happening in the world? What's happening in the future? What can we expect? Just put that all down and plug into the present. On your next exhale, walk your hands over to the left side. Inhale, look forward. And then exhale, surrender down. You know, just let go of all that you cannot know, all that we cannot know. The only constant, for sure thing in the material world, the ancients would say, the ancient yogis would say, is change. Change and suffering, because they were somewhat realist. Come back to center. Press your hand into the ground and let's make our way into tabletop. Yeah. Find your way there. And once you arrive, do what you need to do to feel good, right? To alleviate any kind of suffering in your body, in your life, right? Let's start where we can. Right? They say sarvam dukkam, all is suffering. So let's move like the body in circles or in triangles or back and forth, or maybe you want to press back to child's pose. Allow yourself that little bit of grace as we warm up. So sarvam dukkam, and that's why, you know, yoga was started. Like, I think that's part of the main reason why it started. All of these ancient texts begin with, you know, all is suffering, and if all is suffering, then what can we do to alleviate that, right? What can we do to create more sukha, more happiness, more joy in our lives? Let's come back to center. Inhale, lift the right arm high up in space. Exhale, thread it underneath the left. Bring the right shoulder to the ground. Bring your right cheek, your ear to the ground. Stay here, or you can walk your left hand out and plant the fingertips, or wrap it around, wrap that left arm around to grab your right inner thigh. Right, go in the direction that feels the most joyful for your body. I'll put it that way. Take one more inhale. Exhale, place the left hand down. Lift the right arm up, stretch it open. Exhale, come down to center. Let's take a few cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, round the spine, bringing your gaze to your navel. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and look up. Exhale, around the spine. Gaze comes to your navel. One more like that. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, push the ground away from you as you round the spine, creating length and space in the back body. Inhale back to center. Exhale here. And then inhale, lift the left arm high, stretch it up. And then exhale, thread it through. Bring your left cheek, your left ear to the ground. You can walk that right arm out, tenting the fingers. Or you can wrap the arm around your body, reaching for that left inner thigh. Take a few breaths here. Roll the right shoulder back and down. Send that breath. We call it prana, right, in class? That prana, which one of my teachers refers to as breath plus consciousness. It's like breath plus. One more inhale. Exhale. Your next inhale, press that right hand into the ground. Lift your left arm high up in the sky and exhale, bring it down. Tuck your toes under, press your hands into the ground to lift your knees up, and just you can come forward and backward if you like. Just waking up the core, the arms, and then slowly make your way back, or quickly, just make your way back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out, stretch it out. Discover what you need here, right? Discover how best to open up your body. Some people like to twist, some people like to bend one knee, pedal the heels, and the other. Other people like to stay in stillness and breathe, right? Find your way. And then inhale, lift that right leg high up in the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. And then start to make circles with your knee in one direction and then the other. Yeah, nice big circles. And then inhale, lift that leg up high, hi Randa. And then exhale, bring your right knee into your chest, drop your foot between your hands. Come high on your fingertips here. And you can come forward and backward. I love this motion. Draw the shoulders back and down. It's like an active lunge, darting lunge. I don't know. And then bring your right hand inside your right foot. You can walk your right foot out a little bit. Let's come right into like a darting lizard, early lizard. Yeah. You can stay high, or you can come drop that back knee down. You know, find your stretch here. You can sway from side to side. You can come down onto your forearms. You can come onto the blade of that right foot to open up the hips a little bit more. So we're opening up the quads, opening up the hips, right, Rachel? And then bring your hands back down to the mat. Take your right hand inside your right knee and just gently press, like just suggesting that hip open a little bit more. And then bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot. You can walk that right foot more into the midline. Inhale here. And then exhale, straighten your right knee, coming into Ardha Hanumanasana. Half split pose, runner's lunge, a pose by any other name. It's just the asana. Inhale here, look forward. Exhale, release. If you find those, like, I feel like we have macro tight spots in the body and micro tight spots. See if you can pivot between them, sending prana to the small ones. Like maybe those are like little subtle ones in the shoulders or the neck. And then the larger ones in the backs of the legs, right? Inhale, step that right foot down, hands come down to the ground, curl the back toes under, lift the right leg up and bring it back down. Pedal it out, twist it out, good. Then inhale, lift that left leg up high in the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip, and go ahead, make your rotations, right? One direction, then the other direction. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose as you come forward onto your hands and drop that left foot between your hands. Come up on your fingertips, just dart a little bit. Good. Now let's bring the left hand inside the left foot, coming to darting lizard. Stay here, stay high, go low, find your way. Find your way into the asana, into the version of the asana that helps to open up your body, right? Get into those tight spots, whether large or small. Then come back up onto your hands. Take your left hand to the inside of your left knee and just press gently against it, suggesting that the hip open a little bit more. Oops, mine just did. Bring your hands down and then bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot. You can heel toe that left foot more into the midline. Inhale, and then exhale. Send the hips back in space, coming to Ardha Hanumanasana, half split pose. Inhale, lift the chest, elongate the back, and then exhale, fold it down. Take a few breaths here. Just bringing your attention to those places that are holding on, that are, either injured or holding on, right? Holding on to stress. I don't know about your body, but mine's like, oh, is that like another responsibility I have? Let me just put that in my left shoulder, Oh, somebody else needs a doctor appointment. Let me put that in my right shoulder. It's like somehow all of this stuff, like the stuffness of life, gets like impacted. It's just what it is, but let's loosen it up. And step the left foot down, bring your hands down to the ground, curl the back toes under, lift the left leg high up to the sky, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale here, exhale, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Exhale, fold it down, grab opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side, maybe bending one knee and then the other. You can gently wave your head, like the queen waves her hand, like just gently, yes, and then you can nod it, shake it, no, flubber your lips. I want you to pay attention to your thighs, really engage them, and then feel your sit bones rise a little bit more toward the sky as your neck and shoulders move closer to the ground. And then release your hands, press your feet into the ground, bend your knees, and then slowly roll up, like you're drawing up all of that energy from the earth through the soles of your feet, up through your body, like you're recharging yourself. Inhale, lift the arms up in space. Exhale, bring them back down to heart center. Close your eyes and set an intention for your practice today. Your practice can be a BOGO, a little something for you, call in that energy that you need in your life, and maybe send out some love, some peace to those who need it, right? Bring your hands down by your side. Let's bring toes and heels to touch, setting up for Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, raise arms, press palms, look up. Exhale, fold over straight legs or bent knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, press the palms into the ground as you step back, lower down, chaturanga, your style, right? Knees up or knees down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. So the ancients came up with this practice of yoga, right? To eliminate suffering. So as we practice today, think of the different ways you can eliminate suffering in your life just through your practice. Meaning, if something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Or if doing something differently would feel better, do that thing. We start small, right? Change happens, within us. And then that change reverberates outward. But it's really beautiful, all of the work we can do on our mat. One more inhale. Exhale, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step, jump, float forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise up, pressing from the soles of your feet, rising all the way up to the sky, greeting the sun. Good. And then exhale, pour it back down, hands pressed in prayer, right? Like an offering to yourself. Inhale, look forward to your highest self. Exhale, place the palms on the ground, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Cultivate that deep ujjayi breath at the base of the throat, that oceanic breath. Let it run through your body, let it run through your thoughts like a current, sweeping away whatever is blocking you, whatever doesn't serve you, whatever impedes your growth, making way for everything that will, right? All of the positive thoughts. One more inhale. Exhale, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step, jump, float forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise all the way up, press palms overhead, look up. And then exhale, pour it back down again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. It's so funny. Like years ago, I would wake up in the morning and the first thing I do would be to read the paper. And I noticed that it was just making me so grumpy. I was getting in such a horrible mood first thing in the morning. And I read somewhere, someone's like, why don't you read poetry first thing in the morning? It's going to change your whole day. And I was like, that is the smallest thing I could do to eliminate this little bit of dukkam, this little bit of suffering in my life. And the change was like magic. I went from like a morning like ogre to like a morning fairy. The changes we can make in our lives are large and small, but we have no idea how far the reverberations will carry, right? Inhale. Exhale, bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step, jump, float forward. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise all the way up, press palms overhead, look up. Exhale, hands come down by your side, Tadasana. Moving on, Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, bend knees, press palms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back, lower down, chaturanga, or go right to downward facing dog, right? Your body, your time, your life, your practice. Exhale back. Inhale, bring the right foot forward, ground the back heel down, rise up, coming into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Find your asana. Take a moment here, right? Take a moment to move into your asana. Press into the outer edge of that back foot to spin the hips forward. Try to bring the shoulders down. Check in with your knee. Make sure you can see your big toe. One more inhale. Then exhale. Bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring it forward for humble warrior. Baddha Virabhadrasana. Head moves toward the ground as your hands move toward the sky. Keeping the hips square. See if you can let go of the neck, the head. Don't worry, like they won't come off, like they won't detach. Sometimes we feel like if we let go for a second, right, the whole machine's gonna break. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, spin onto the ball of your back foot, your left foot, right arm comes up to the sky. Take that delicious open stretch. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down, right foot comes back. Take the vinyasa or skip it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward, ground the back heel down, lift up the arms coming into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Breathe. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. Check in with your left knee, small acts of kindness, right? Even the smallest acts, this checking in with the body, help reduce our suffering. On your exhale, release the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pour it forward. Humble warrior, Baddha Virabhadrasana. Keep the hips square to the front of the mat. Release the neck and the head down. Press into the feet to feel supported in this pose, to feel steady. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Lift your left arm high up in the sky, lifting your chest toward the sun. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot comes forward, ground the back heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring it forward, humble warrior. Then inhale, press your feet into the ground, rise all the way back up to warrior one. Exhale, open it up for warrior two. Keeping the legs where they are, good, strong warriors. Roll your shoulders back and down. Turn your palms up toward the sky. I think this is something Rachel did years ago, and I love it. And in doing so, your shoulders will ease down your back, right? Then inhale, bring the right arm forward and back, reversing the warrior. Bend a little bit deeper into that front knee. Lift your chest toward the sky. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come forward, straighten the front knee, walk the back foot in, coming to Trikonasana. Inhale here, yeah, walk that back foot in, get ready. Then exhale, bring that right hand down. Maybe your right hand, maybe the back of your right hand is on your shin, which is how I prefer to do it. It helps me engage my core. Or maybe you're super flexy today and wrapping your peace fingers around the big toe. Wherever you are, send that left hip back in space as the right hip comes forward. Open the chest. This is an opening pose. Gazes at your thumbs. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Back to warrior two. Send that left foot back in space a little bit. Inhale here. And then exhale, let's come into Utthita Parshvakonasana. Extended side angle. I've been preferring this modified version for most of my practice sessions during the week, but go where you want to. Bring that right hand down if you want. You can find it and bind it. There's so many flavors, right, to each pose, so many different combinations, so many ways to do it, each one perfectly. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes down, step back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward, rise up, coming right to warrior one, Virabhadrasana one, good. Exhale, hands come behind the chest, interlace the fingers, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bring it down, humble warrior. Then on your inhale, press your feet into the ground, come all the way back up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Stay in your warrior two for just a bit. Flip your palms up toward the sky to send your shoulders down your back, right? And to mentally set you up for receiving peace, abundance, joy, freedom from suffering, all those things. Then inhale, come forward and back, reversing the warrior. Send that left knee forward in space a little bit as you arch the body back. One more inhale, exhale. Inhale, come forward, straighten that left knee, walk the back foot in, setting up for Trikonasana. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Going for the same iteration of this pose on this side as you did in the other side. Right, so if you wrapped your peace fingers around your big toe, go for that. If the back of your hand was against your shin, go for that. Right hip's moving back, left hip is moving forward. Shoulders are open, gaze is high. Your next inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Coming into warrior two, send that back foot back a little bit. Inhale here. And then exhale, find your Utthita Parshva Konasana, your extended side angle. Whew. Same version as you did on the other side. Breathe. Opening up the heart toward the sky. Reaching, opening up that side body. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. Step back, lower down, chaturanga, or skip the vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees to the ground. Sit back on your heels for just a moment. I've never been a good napper, but I'm becoming more and more appreciative of these little breaks in the practice. Bring your hands on top of each other. Bring your thumbs to press so you're making like this little bowl. With your hands, just close your eyes for a moment. Bring your gaze to your third eye. And just try to feel for a moment your body fill with light. Fill with peace. Fill with joy. And blink the eyes open. Bring the hands down, tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up high behind you. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, bring your foot between your hands, drop your back knee down. Inhale, lift the arms up in space. Exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. Parivrtta Parshva Konasana. Keep that back knee down or tuck the back toes under and lift that knee. Keep the hands pressed in prayer or open or bind. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down to either side of your front foot. Extend your front knee, walk your back foot in, setting up for pyramid. Square the hips to the top of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold it down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring that left hand across your right foot. Bring your right arm up to the sky. Parivrtta Trikonasana. Revolve triangle. Again, check in with the hips. Bring your right hip forward in space. No, sorry, bring your right hip backward. Bring your left hip forward in space. Gaze is lifted. Breath is strong and steady. More inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the ground again. Press your left foot into the ground to bring your right foot into the ground, sorry, to bring your left foot forward. I'm completely dyslexic today. Take your Your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold, although I'm sure that's the wrong word. I'm doing right when there's left and left where there's right. Breathe. Padangusthasana. Bring your elbows out to the side, engage the thighs. Allow the neck and the head to I don't know about you, but I find that mine get really tense in a forward fold. It's like they want to hold on to everything, you know? They want to be sure that I don't fall, that I'm safe, all of those things. But see if you can call them off, tell them to let go, that it's okay. Then inhale, look forward. Exhale, we're gonna bring your hands underneath your feet. Walk your toes up to your wrists. Inhale, Padahastasana. Exhale, fold it down. Engage the thighs. Same thing with the neck and the shoulders. Elbows come out to the side. Maybe rock a little bit on your hands to bring the weight a bit forward. We tend to put it all in our heels. Just play with that. See where your weight is, where your comfort is, right? For me, it's certainly in the heels, right? Far back from the edge. But if you're feeling so inclined, play a little bit with that edge. And then release your hands, heel toe your feet together. Inhale, bend the knees, press palms overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold it down, Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes high. Exhale, bring your knee into your nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, bring your left foot between your hands. Bring the back knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. Going for that same version of you on the other side, right? Knee down, knee up, arms, hands pressed or arms open, maybe bound, right? Good, beautiful yogis. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Inhale here, and then exhale, straighten that front knee. Walk the back foot in, coming into pyramid. Square the hips toward the front of the mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold it down. That right hip is coming forward. That left hip is moving back in space. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring that right hand across your left foot. Press it into the ground. I find if I press that hand into the ground, then I can lift my left arm up in space, square the hips, feel a little bit more planted, and what I find to be a very disorienting pose. Breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step back, downward facing dog. You can pedal out the heels if that feels good for you, or just take a few breaths in your dog. And then inhale, lift that right leg up to the sky. Open up the hip. Exhale, we're going to bring it through for pigeon, Kapotasana. Send the left leg back in space. Make that right shin as parallel as it's going to be today to the top of the mat. Then inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, fold it down. You know, I often love to close my eyes when I practice. You can try it in this pose. Helps me release my thoughts from any idea of what the asana should look like and really go into what it feels like, right? If your forehead's on the ground, can roll on your third eye a little bit, move it from side to side. Giving yourself a little extra massage, a little extra love. And work your hands back up toward the body. Sit on your right sit bone. Bring your left leg around. Let's go for seated spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Yeah, bring your left hand behind. It is left. Lift your right arm up in space and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the torso. Exhale, expand further toward the back of the house. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the other side. Send the right leg back. Send the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Open up the hip. Exhale. Bring your left leg through for pigeon. Take a moment to set it up, Move into your asana. Make sure your shin is where it feels good. Your leg is straight behind you. Then inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, walk it forward. Close your eyes. And just go inside, right? We can practice one of the limbs of yoga during the asana. Bring a little pratyahara, withdrawing the senses. Go in, see what's going on, Check in with your hips, check in with your shoulders. It's like our body's amazing, And I know things don't go as we want them to as we get older. But just visit these, what we think are problematic parts of our body with the tenderness that you would give to an old friend. Hey, old hips, how's it going? A little rocky today, but it's all good. Walk the hands back toward the body. Sit on your left sit bones. Bring the right foot around. Let's go for Ardha Matsyendrasana on this side. Bring your right hand behind you. You can lean into that right arm like it's a pillar. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist a little further to the back. Inhale one more time. Exhale, counter twist to the other side. Good, yogis. Beautiful. Let's come to bring your feet in front. Let's just sit on our sit bones, kind of rock back on the sit bones. Let's come to an easy Navasana. Well, okay, they're never easy, but just go easy on yourself is what I'm saying. Let's do the core work without harming, without causing more harm. So just let's hold it here for another few breaths. Good. Bring the knees in. Give yourself a little hug, a little extra love. Let's make our way down to the mat. We'll do maybe one back bend. I want to do some stretching with you. So I want you to make pretend like someone is pressing you just below your belly button, about an inch below your belly button. And with that energy, I want you to slowly come down to the ground. Yeah, you can bring your palms up. I love that, Rhonda. Slowly. It's like you're doing a sit down instead of a sit up. Right. Once you're down on the ground, set up for one back bend, whatever that's going to be for you today. You can bring your heels, bring your feet down to the ground, knees are up in space. You can bring your hands and see if they meet your heels. It's a pretty good distance. Press your feet into the mat, lift your hips, interlace your hands underneath to come into a bridge or half wheel, or come into your wheel. Let me see where you are. Good, yogis. Yeah, good. Hold for 5. Good, and then slowly make your way down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll side to side. Then lift your feet toward the ceiling. Let's find happy baby. Yeah, bring your knees down into your armpits. Rock from side to side. Good. And then release your legs down. I want you to bring your feet to the ground, right? Knees are up in space. And then cross your left ankle over your right knee, like your top of your right thigh. Bring your legs closer to you. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. So you're making like a figure four and you're lacing. Yeah, I think you've all got it. You're lacing your arms through it. And then pull that leg closer to your chest, closer to your body. And then stop when you feel growth, right? Not that you stop when there is growth, but you stop to allow that growth to happen. And breathe. And release the right leg down to the ground, uncross the legs, and let's switch sides. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bring your left knee closer to you and then interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Yeah, pull your leg a little bit closer to you. And when you feel that point where it won't go beyond, stay there and breathe. Allowing the hips to open. Oof. Good. Release your hands. Bring your legs down to the ground. Allow your legs to go long. Do a little bit more. Inhale. Bring your right knee into your chest so your left leg is long and your right knee is in. Your left toes are pointed toward the sky. And then lift your right leg toward the sky. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Take make some circles with your ankle to start. It's like my body started moving before my mouth knew what my body was doing, but it feels so good. Make circles in one direction, then the other. And then move your leg a little bit closer to your torso if that feels good. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, walk your hands up your leg, maybe wrapping them around your ankle, or taking your peace fingers and wrap them around your right toes. If that's the case, you can bring your left hand down to your upper left thigh or to your left hip to create more stability in the pose. And then gently pull that leg toward your torso. If you want to, you can inhale, lift the head toward the leg, and then exhale, bring it down. Then inhale here. Exhale, bring the right leg out to the right. Bring your left arm out to the left. Extend your gaze over to the left. Good. And inhale the right leg up to the right. Bend the knee into the chest. And then exhale, bring the knee over to the left. Your gaze is now out to the right. So we're doing a supine twist. And breathe and try to imagine that space between like the bottom of your sports bra to the top of your yoga pant. Picture that expanding, opening. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Hug your right knee in. And then exhale, switch. Send your right leg long. Bring your left knee into your chest. Hug it in tight, like it's awesome. Extend your leg toward the sky. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. If you find your shoulders start to come up as we do these stretches, consciously send them back down, right? Stay here, walk your hands up your left leg. Maybe wrap your peace fingers around your left toes. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left leg out to the left as you bring your gaze over the right. Your right arm is out to the right. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale the leg back to center. Hug your knee in tight. Exhale, bring it over to the right. Bring your gaze over to the left. Inhale back to center. Hug your left knee in and then send it out. Bring the soles of your feet together. So we're in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have 2 blocks nearby, you can bring them underneath your thighs or your knees. You can bring your hands to the tops of your thighs, or you can allow your arms to go by your side, palms up toward the sky. Beautiful yogis. And allow your body to expand, release. Stay here or straighten the legs to come into your Shavasana. So take Shavasana with extended legs or take it in Supta Baddha Konasana. Allow your breath to grow light. Allow your muscles to grow soft. Allow your body to be held by your mat, by the earth. And if you can stay in Shavasana a little longer, stay for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, we'll begin to reawaken by wiggling the fingers and the toes, stretching the arms overhead, stretching the legs long. And then come to roll over onto one side, resting in the fetal position. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. We'll close class as we always do, chanting the mantra Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and may they be freed from suffering, right? Including us, may we be freed from suffering. And may our thoughts, words, and actions in some way contribute to the happiness and the freedom for all. Let's sing. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart center, gently bowing your head to your hands. Know that the true teacher, the source of all light, all love, all wisdom resides deep inside of you. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste, yoginis. Have a beautiful day.
Namaste.